How's it going? We were in the lobby beforehand, and Pluggo's computer is freezing up, so I am here all by myself until he gets his stuff figured out. I cannot wait to talk by myself until this happens. The ecstaticness on my face is overwhelming at this moment. So, yes, very happy. Hopefully, he can get his computer programs figured out or computer problems figured out and join me very shortly so that we can chat about wrestling. I woke up a half hour ago, so there will be a lot of misused words and inappropriate grammar. Please bear with me. This delicious Coke Zero will help me get on my way to providing some stellar content for yourselves. So, just one moment. That is delicious. My wife is watching me like I am talking to nobody, and it is something. I told her she should fire up her computer, and her and I can talk independent wrestling and have a whole bunch of fun with it. So, I have to currently send Pluggo the link to this. So, just one second. So, please bear with me. We are running on the fly right now. On the fly. Here we go. We're, trying to multitask two things at once. It's going great. It is going great. Hopefully all of yours Friday nights were enjoyable. Hopefully you got to watch some great wrestling. Bear with me. There we go. Just sending the link over to Pluggo so he can join us. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah. Whatever, Pluggo. Your internet crashed. Sure it did. I sent you the link. It is in the Slack channel. So please feel free to join. And you and I can then chat about wrestling. How does that sound? Awesome. You could log in and be a viewer, and you would not. You just have to go onto YouTube. You could even watch on the big screen. There's lots of people watching right now. We have hundreds of viewers. Hundreds. Yeah, so everyone would want to see the face. So that is the face that runs the place. This is for exposure. Here he is joining me about time.
Via the cell phone.
Yeah. I'm drowning here. You know how much fun it is to talk about wrestling by yourself?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's the best. Oh man. Yeah, so I'm sitting here and we're talking and all of a sudden it drops out and then Mrs. Pluggo texts me and goes, the internet just crashed. I think it's because there's a storm right now. And I was like, yeah, I noticed. Poor Blair.
Yep. But hey, I got the intro in, like we're live. So I mean, hey.
Yeah, you don't need me. You got this.
Okay. See you later.
See you. Bye. All right. So we're early. That's what it is. We're early today.
Yes, we are early.
Because of shoot things.
Shoot jobs sometimes happen, and it's
life.
An unfortunate part of life.
So we're here. We got to get Boogie in because you got a hard hour today.
Yeah, I got to book it right to work after we are done. So
what do you guys want to talk about?
Those bodies ain't going to bury themselves.
Can we first take a moment for my guy?
What do you want?
Cyclope.
We didn't get to do her.
That poor guy.
Is he okay?
He's fine. Just, oh my God, that nasty fall he took at the Art of Death. I thought he was done. I thought he's done.
Oh, yeah.
That during the War Games
that was
match.
The one off the cage.
And then then he just shakes it all off and goes and wins the tag team titles at Cork and Hall. Good for Cyclope. Los Masitos, your new
That's what they do.
GCW grand champion, or not grand champions. We have a grand champion. Tag team champions.
GCW does not.
They should.
Yes. You can tell that's how early it is.
Yeah. But anyway, what do we not normally do? We do our how you doings.
Yeah, we didn't really get to that. I just rambled for the first 5 minutes.
That's okay.
Yeah,
I think so. I don't know. This internet thing's being goofy, but yeah, man, I'm good. How about you?
That's good. I'm okay. Yeah, your internet is a little choppy. Mrs. Pluggo's watching, so she's supporting. There you go. She's watching it.
She's working on it. She's here to make sure it's okay. She's working on the interwebs right now. She's a technician.
Sometimes I feel like
she's the technician of my heart and the technician of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows everything.
The technician, Mrs. Pluggo.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Watch out, Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. Mrs. Pluggo's the real technician, technical specialist.
The
things are good. Good week. Good solid week, Blair. What a whirlwind of a week. I had to look back yesterday, and I had quite a week.
That's good.
I can't see it. Currently working on it with the mouse. Yeah, I can barely see the screen on the phone. So yeah, I got from WWE Fastlane to here. It's been a wild ride, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had a lot going on.
Yeah.
Warrior Wrestling the Friday night, Fastlane on the Saturday night.
Yeah, talked to our grand champion this week, Zoe Sager. We talked to Kyle Davis on Thursday. Zach came on the show looking like a Burger King. It's been a week, man.
Nice.
What about you, buddy?
Oh, I missed the Kyle Davis chat because
yes, I want to know about that.
Bro. I got to meet the one and only Ultimo Dragon as he's currently on his little US excursion. He wrestled for Time Bomb Thursday night against Eric Cannon. Last night he wrestled teaming with Nick Wayne and Cody Chun in Defy, facing off against Sovereign, Judas Icarus, Travis Williams, and Evan Rivers. And tonight he's in West Coast Pro. So he's just all over the place.
Super nice guy. I can't wait for that Defy show to come out.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
The that one, and then they announced Prestige Wrestling announced that the show from Thursday night with Motor City Machine Guns versus Sinner and Saint will be up on Tuesday for rewatching. So I can't wait to see that one.
Yep, I'm excited. I hate how they do these shows and then I have to wait for them.
Yeah, if you don't watch it live, you're SOL.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, come on. I want to be able to just I missed it. Let me watch it again. But that's my fault. I should be a better wrestling fan and just watch it live. But
you only have so much time and a life. So you can't pass everything over just to watch wrestling all the time.
I did Wrestling Revolvers, Women's Grand Prix. I watched that on Tuesday or Wednesday because there was nothing on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Because of the Tuesday Night Wars. So I was like, what do? I got to do something.
Yeah, you feel lost.
Yeah, so I watched some indie stuff.
Yeah, you're like John Locke.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to do today. Yeah. This is weird. Tuesday was fun, though.
Yeah, it was good. What did you think about the Wrestling Revolver Women's Grand Prix?
I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. I thought a lot of the matches were fun. I always say this, and I'll keep saying it till the end of time. I'm a broken record. There are plenty of TV-made ready women's wrestlers that big promotions could do all women's shows because the way that those women were going out there and they were killing it. I'm trying to use choice words today because I don't want us to get us demonetized. But they killed it. They played it. And it looked like they were watch this, we can do this. And it was a heck of a time. I had a really fun time with it.
Yeah, I queued it up on Saturday. Not Saturday, on Sunday afternoon. And I managed to watch all of the Grand Prix matches. I missed the other two kind of breather matches. But I thought Billy Starks and Rachel Armstrong had a heck of a match. That was that was a good match. Really solid.
Allison Kay and Vixen had a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
I thought as well. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was very crisp.
Round, so
you could see Kay's experience coming into play in that match, and I mean, Vert ended up getting the win, but it was overall.
Yeah. Are you taking shots? Are you taking shots at me? Because
I picked Vert, so
I know I picked Allison.
Yeah, so
Vert
ended up winning or losing.
I could barely see
Marina.
that little grin on your face because of my small screen. Oh yeah. All right.
Vert ended up losing to Marina Shafir, so
yeah,
it's all good.
I think we both missed that one.
Oh yeah.
Or did I? No, I had Marina losing. I think I don't know. They've got Marina Shafir just positioned just to be this just killer in Revolver, and I'm here for it. Like we talked last week, like she's completely turned around what she was from her WWE days, and even some of the stuff they did with her at AEW wasn't hitting. But this whatever they're doing in Revolver is working for me.
I'd like to see them lean into that more with her work. When it comes to a place like AEW, for them to take advantage of like just the badass that she can be. Like there's a spot for that, especially in that women's division.
Oh heck yeah, I agree.
No, I thought Billy Starks, Rachel Armstrong was great. All the rest of the matches were a whole lot of fun. So like we had said before, a huge upset.
Trish Adora and Emi Sakura was just a fun time.
Yeah, it was.
Always
I love both of them. That was good. Yes. I went to queue up the men's, or not men's, but the later show. I was disappointed when we found out that Mox wasn't cleared for that, because I was really looking forward to that Mexican street fight versus Gringo Loco.
Yeah, I haven't watched Revolver. Did you watch it? Was it good?
I didn't get to watch it. That kind of after I saw that, then it was okay.
Yeah, I think I talked about it on Beards, and I don't know if you and I talked about it, but I was just like, again, it's his body. Like he knows himself better than others. It just was one of the, like AEW announced that he was wrestling on Tuesday, and then they pulled him because he wasn't cleared, and it was like, I think the injury his mistake just it looked the nature of it. I would have just not even messed around with it.
Yeah,
like even teasing that he's going to be places and just let him get some rest. Mox, go on that vacation, my guy. Yeah, you said you were going to go on 6 months ago.
Like, go sit on that cruise ship. Go have some fun.
Go relax for. I don't know if Mox is that kind of guy though. You know what I mean?
Not at all. I think he would be chomping at the bit if he was on holidays. He'd be
on a cruise ship trying to convince the captain to let him have a wrestling match on the deck or something. Like, let me find just one person.
Yeah, he'd be trying to trade jiu-jitsu holds with other guests on the cruise.
Heads over to the shuffleboard court and he's like, "Who wants to go?"
Yeah, trying to break people's arms.
Oh my gosh. Renee is just sitting there like, Mox, come on. It's a cruise ship. It's middle of nowhere.
She does like the Jersey Shore instead of the Ron, stop.
Right.
Mox, stop.
Mox, we're on a cruise.
Mox.
You're ruining this.
Mox, stop.
She probably, I would imagine. I mean, I'm using that based off of when she was on Total Divas, when she was dating at the time Dean Ambrose, and she was on Total Divas, and he would always be acting crazy. So I assume it's still like that, only now he does deathmatch stuff again.
I was surprised the relationship with Dean Ambrose didn't work out.
Yeah, no, she ended up with Jon Moxley, but she's got to be
big upgrade.
She's got to be used to it by now. I always find that dynamic fun, like. Because you think about it, like it is, she knows what she's getting into. He knows what he's getting into in the wrestling matches. But I wonder if there's still moments where she's like, "Oh my god, did he just do that?" Like, why are you doing that, John?
I'm sure there is, and then it's, of course he did that. Of course,
right? Yeah, it's more of a, of course he did. I can't believe. Yeah, what were you thinking? Oh man, crazy stuff. We'll have to ask him one time when we get Renee and Jon Moxley on Full Exposure.
Yeah. So
open invite, guys. Open invite.
The Time Bomb show Thursday. Got to meet Ultimo Dragon. He faced off with Eric Cannon, which was a very fun match. The show kicked off with arguably one of the best like a 4-match block that you could see. Started off with Kevin Koo versus Arez, which not a matchup you think would have that, but those two guys absolutely whipped. Like that was a banger alert, 100%. Like it was great. So kicked off with that. We had Ultimo Dragon versus Eric Cannon. That was our right before intermission match. Trying to think what else there was. Jordan versus Dominic Guarini in a very hard hitting match. Like the chops that these two guys were dishing out, the headbutts, all of that. That was really great. And then the second match, why am I drawing a blank? It was crap. I can't think of it.
Oh no.
I'll get it right away. Holy crap. It was a good match, don't get me wrong. And later on we got to see Devon Monroe versus Frontman Jaw. There was
I like Frontman Jaw a lot.
Me too.
And Devon Monroe too, but
the charisma that he has.
Yes. That's why I like him so much.
Oh, the second match was Darren Corbin versus Brandon Gore.
Darren Corbin, not Baron Corbin?
No,
Darren's his brother.
Darren is a veteran of the Midwest scene, so he is very good. Yeah. He is very, very hateable. And
that's always good.
He comes out to Nos and Puff Daddy Hate Me Now. So I mean that's some choice music there. So
that's leaning into it.
I got respect for that.
To see it. So Time Bomb Pro, I always see their stuff on socials, and it looks like it's always a good time. So you'd say good stuff from Time Bomb Pro, huh?
Oh, 100%. So nice. I mean, they announced their December show already, December 14th in Fargo. Announced for the show, it's going to be Brian Keith defending the Time Bomb Championship against Jordan. Also on the show is going to be Paul London.
Nice.
Casanova Valentine. My other best friend Tom Lawler is going to be back. So,
hey, there you go.
They're doing that, and then doing a show in Minneapolis with some no ring, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's no ring stuff in Minneapolis 2 days later. So Casanova Valentine and others on that show. So they're doing some stuff. So go watch some local wrestling. Go check it out.
Yes, definitely. That's what it sounds like. Oh my gosh. Everything's falling apart at this 9 o'clock hour.
I guess we can never do it this early again. It all just goes to heck. It falls apart.
Oh, it's all good. Oh man. Does that sound terrible? Do you hear that? No? Okay.
Is it rain?
I think it's my heater.
Oh, I can hear it, but it's fine.
Okay, it's not terrible.
Nah, it's okay. Look, hey, we're rolling with it, you know?
Rolling with it.
20 after 8, we are rolling with it. Enjoying a Coke Zero, just rolling with it. Did you check out anything last night or no?
I watched some of the Cork and Hall show, GCW. Mm-hmm. I watched The Art of Death or The Art of War, whatever they wanted to call that, the GCW show. That was nuts.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good show. I had a good time watching that. Can we just talk about how they just threw Masha Slamovich, Jordan Oliver, Jack Cartwheel, and who's the fourth? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the fourth. I'm doing what you just did. In a scramble, it's like a 4-person. It was awesome.
I will find out the other person.
Oh my gosh, I can't look it up because I don't have my stuff. But
I got you, fam. I got you.
Yeah, who was it? Oh my gosh, because it was like I was sitting there going, I can't believe they just did this match with just the 4 of these people when they could have it was Masha, Jordan Oliver, Jack Cartwheel, and Joey Janela. Sorry,
it was Joey Janela.
Joey Janela. I thought that match ruled. That was fun. And then Blake Christian doing Blake Christian things all week. Mm-hmm. Can we start talking about Blake Christian's run as GCW champion? Has been really, really good. I know everybody hates the guy, but he continues to just put people away.
How can it be good when everybody hates him?
But I mean, he was getting trash thrown at him this week and booed out the building. Like
his run is rivaling Cardona's as champion for.
And I mean, he's not, and he's facing some big people. It's not like he's ducking.
No, the reaction he's gaining, the heat he's getting. I mean, that's what you want with a heel champion. So
GCW has been on quite a run. Their schedule has been kind of goofy because of they're over in Japan. So like that Thursday show was like 6 a.m. my time, and that's right when I start work. So I haven't made my way all the way through the 6 a.m. Japan show as of yet. I know they've got Blood on the Hills 2 this weekend, right at 11 p.m.
Yeah, because I'm going to stay up till 11 p.m. to watch wrestling.
I might, depending on how the day goes. I'm getting old, but it'll definitely be on the Sunday ticket then if I don't stay up. But
yeah, like I know I'll watch it at some point this week, but it's tough to get me to stay up that late to watch wrestling. Like, look, last night I think I was in bed at 9:30. It's a Friday night, 9:30.
I can't say I blame you, dude. I was the same. My body was like, so I full shoot job stuff. I had to paint yesterday at work, and I got up on this ladder, and I'm trying to tape everything off, and I reached a little too far. Now I didn't fall. I started to teeter, and I did like a ninja, like because I watch enough wrestling, I know how to lean into it. So I like jumped off the ladder to save me from falling off the ladder, and my old knees were like, bro. They went, bro. Yeah, I wasn't very high up. It was maybe like 3 feet, 2 feet, nothing crazy. It was just a simple, but it was like my feet were like, dude, what's wrong? You can't be doing that stuff. So yesterday I took it real easy and just laid in bed.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing? You can't be doing that. You're not a wrestler.
Yeah.
So so just to circle back to the GCW stuff, I watched that last night because I really wanted to talk, because I saw that, like I said earlier, Ciclope took that nasty fall in the War Games match.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's okay. And then Los Mesitos, I'm going to butcher the guys' names that they faced, so I'm not even going to do it. They regained their tag team championships last night, so interesting to see. I think it was, trying to remember. I don't want to butcher it. I don't have it in front of me, so I'm not even going to try.
Takashi Sasaki and Toru Segura.
There it is. Which I thought that was a fun match. That was a fun little time. What else from GCW this week that I liked? I'm not going to mention their names because I don't want to get us in trouble. And it was dawned on me last night while I was watching the show. I think that's what happened. Full shoot, guys. We got demonetized last week because I think we talked about that super group that wrestled. That features Effie and Alley Catch and Sawyer Wreck and the Second Gear Crew. They're just known as a choice word, and I think we talked about it for a little too much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we're not going to mention the team's name, but that match was a lot of fun. I did really enjoy at the end. I don't know if you watched it. If you didn't, I don't want to spoil too much. It wasn't like a huge spoiler, but like Mance Warner went to finish off the victory, and Effie slid in and did the Zack Ryder before Manser could finish with his running knee, and Manser kind of gave him like a look like, bro. And then Effie's like, come on, we won, and so I'm really interested to see if there's some friction in that Second Gear Crew, and maybe we're going to get a Manser Effie, because a couple weeks ago Manser and Effie fought, a Second Gear Crew versus Bussy. Maybe there's some tension in the Second Gear Crew. Mm-hmm.
I'd be into that. I'd be into a little feud with them.
I plan on finishing some of that Cork and Hall show tonight or today, since I'm up early.
I mean, obviously, I heard like Water is Wet, the Gringo Loco.
Yep.
Vikingo match was incredible.
Jesus Christ, I didn't even. Yeah, Loco Vikingo ruled. I don't want to curse. Ruled. That was so good. Oh my goodness. And I love those two. I can watch those two wrestle all the time. I won't spoil too much of the match because I want you to actually go out of your way to see it, but it was a banger, of course. Special less from Gringo Loco and Vikingo.
When I go to the shoot job later and I have a few minutes, I'm going to watch the match. So
watching wrestling at work. I love it.
Pay me to watch wrestling.
Isn't that the best?
It will be. So, yeah, that's been the past week. I don't have much for tidbits this week because it's been a slower week. I like to be able to have 10 of them to rattle off. So
No
not
tidbits?
necessarily 10. No, I don't got much for tidbits. I don't think. I'm just going to take a quick look on my screenshots because that's what I do sometimes. Just screenshot stuff and
Swerve's coming to House of Glory on December 1st.
Yeah, I saw that. That's a big one.
There you go, tidbit that, bro.
Oh, the one I do have is West Coast Pro this December. Kenta's going to be there for December 3rd at West Coast Pro's
nice.
Monster.
Let's go. West Coast Pro always with some sneaky good stuff.
Yeah, they kind of slide those in there, like when you're not expecting a guy. Then all of a sudden, boom. So, yeah, okay. So we should talk some wrestling because this is a busy weekend.
Yes.
This week we kind of were talking, and I asked you if MLW is an independent, and because they kind of skirt the lines with how they run shows. They bring in a lot of independent wrestlers into, as their talents. So we kind of figured it is worth talking about on full exposure. And I fully agree with that because it's not going to get covered anywhere else because it's not really at the same level as a major promotion. So there's some good stuff happening there.
And MLW is good stuff. Don't be sleeping on MLW sometimes, But yeah, that's what we said. We figured, what the heck? It's our show. We do what we want. And like you said, I think they are considered, because, they have contracts and they have TV and everything. They're considered a bigger promotion, but plenty of indie talent. Alex Kane wrestles the indies still, so he's your champ. So boom, we're covering it.
Okay, well, the MLW Slaughterhouse is happening tonight on Fight Plus. They've changed how they do it. Like, they used to run these event shows and record it and then just break it up for weeks of TV afterwards. That's what they were doing in like 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
They changed it up, and now they actually they'll run like a 2.5 hour event on Fight Plus, record other stuff for their weekly programming afterwards, which is a good idea. I like that. I think it's more beneficial with like kind of showing that your product is worth watching when you have an event like this. Because I don't want to have to, wait 5 weeks to watch Alex Kane defend his championship in like a main event match. I want to see that as a main event of a pay-per-view,
Right. So, yeah. You actually could imagine like Hammerstone and Kane being on like a week delay.
Yeah. So like, I don't want that. And for a while the way they were running it, it was almost like it was on a 4-week delay. So like they had tape stuff, but it took like 2 months before it ran out. I think it was some contract stuff. And it's like, you guys are just sitting on this.
And it would get spoiled.
Yeah.
There's people that were there would spoil it, and then it's like, oh, bummer. So yeah, I'm excited. Slaughterhouse tonight, 8:00. Boomaye, boomaye.
The original main event was supposed to be Alex Kane defending against Davey Boy Smith Jr. Davey Boy Smith Jr. had to go for emergency surgery, so they had to find a replacement. And the replacement, I mean, you may have saw the other day, Alex Kane tweeted out his little list of, kind of bucket list that he has.
Yeah.
And this person's name was on there under some unfavorable
remarks. Did he get
remarks.
Queen Latifah?
He did not get Queen Latifah.
Oh.
He did not get Oprah. But what he is getting is former UFC star Tom Lawler.
Your best friend.
One of my best friends.
Oh my goodness.
The other one's right over here.
Yes.
So
hello.
So
that's gonna be good. That's one of those, if you have to change the match, you gotta over deliver,
And I think that, like, Davey Boy Alex Kane, okay, I'm into this, but Alex Kane versus Tom Lawler, holy heck, that's a main event. That's what I want to see.
That's gonna be hard hitting.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard hitting. Some of the suplexes in this match, I cannot wait. Like, these two are gonna beat the crap out of each other. I'm trying to watch my language this morning.
Well, we're past the tidbits.
Okay, but they are going to beat the shit out of each other.
There you go. We got to get a couple in,
Yeah. So
I just don't think we can do deep dives into certain super group names anymore.
Not anymore.
No, I think we have to call them Team Redacted or something, Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, no, I'm excited for that. Tom Lawler, Alex Kane, two of my favorites. Like, let's go. That's gonna be a good time.
Do you think this is where we see Alex Kane lose the championship?
No.
Because
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
hold on,
I will
hold on,
never
hold
pick
on,
against Alex Kane.
hold on,
Ever.
hold on.
Ever.
Neither would I.
Fire.
Neither would I. I just want to throw this out there because Alex Kane was preparing for Davey Boy Smith.
Yeah, this is true. He does have to change up his training
on only a few days' notice. So, like, that's got to weigh into how he heads into this match as well.
Oh, Alex Kane stays ready, so he doesn't have to get ready.
So,
but no, I think that is gonna play into Lawler's favor. Honestly, for being like completely like unejected or journalistic integralistic. That's a good one.
Journalistic integrity.
Yeah, my journalistic integrity. Yeah, I think that's going to play a factor early on for Kane because, yeah, if you're spending all this time preparing for one thing, and let's be honest, Davey Boy Smith Jr. is a bigger guy. Tom Lawler's, smaller, can move a little bit more. So, I wonder if that has to do with how he trains. He's preparing for Davey Boy's like 6'6", 250.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom Lawler's definitely not that. Not in a bad way, but.
Your internet is fixed, by the way.
Is it?
Yes, Mrs. Pluggo just mentioned in the chat, but that's something that
Mrs. Pluggo mentioned it in the chat.
Yeah, so that's something that'll definitely come into play. Lawler's quickness, he has a better submission game than Davey Boy, so I mean, Alex Kane's going to have to be on the watch for that. But I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm Team Boomaye all the way. I'm taking Alex Kane to win. So.
Don't tell your best friend here. No, this is bad TV, but I have to type in this.
I would not tell Tom Lawler, and chances are he will not watch it on here. So
he might. You never know.
He might, but I don't think he's going to. He's busy training.
But no, that'll be a good one. I'm excited for that main event. What else is on this card?
Well, also on this card, so
because everything is okay.
Okay, so. If you go to the MLW Twitter, they have all the matches listed that are happening tonight. Obviously, some aren't happening on the Slaughterhouse show. They're going to be recorded. So I found the 5 that I think will be because they seem to have all of the Slaughterhouse branding on it, where some of them don't. There's going to be a spin the wheel, make the deal match. So that is perfectly with the Halloween season right around the corner. A little spooky season.
I'm always a fan of the spin the wheel, make a deal matches, or spin the wheel for your. I'm pro spinning wheels for whatever.
Yeah, big wheels keep on turning.
That's right.
And they kind of have a few matches on the thing. So like, there's a spike match, bull rope match, I quit, a Star of Death.
Oh.
Prince of Darkness. I don't know. Coal Miner's Glove, Falls Count Anywhere, Barbed Wire. So these are just a few that I assume are going to be on the thing. But wow,
don't do the Coal Miner's Glove match. What is that? Didn't they do that in like WCW?
Yeah, it was Jake Roberts versus Sting at Halloween Havoc. Ricky Shane Page versus the one called Manders. So,
nice.
Yeah. I assume that Ricky Shane Page will be defending his championship in that one. Besides the Alex Kane Tom Lawler match, this is the one I'm most excited for. Minoru Suzuki versus Jacob Fatu.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Talk about beating the crap out of yourself for 15 minutes.
These two are just going to go ham on each other. It's going to be great.
Like, I talked about it when he wrestled Eddie Kingston on Tuesday. I was like, Minoru Suzuki matches, man. It's just like, how do you prepare for those? You just sit down and go, what are we going to do? Mm-hmm. I don't know. What do you want to do? Oh, let's just beat the crap out of each other for 15 minutes and go from there. There's not a lot of psychology in these things.
No, but everyone you want to tune into.
Yeah.
It's like,
Murder Grandpa, baby.
These two are just going to beat the crap out of each other. You will not want to miss this. And every time you're like, I do not want to miss this. I want to watch.
No.
Ricky Shane Page and Manders, who you got for that one? We're doing our picks live today.
Oh, we're live pick it. Give me Ricky Shane Page.
Yeah, I think he's going to be
sneaking out a victory here.
Yeah, I think he's going to be defending his championship. Or retaining, sorry. with Minoru Suzuki and Jacob Fatu. What are you thinking?
Ooh, Fatu.
You think Fatu? I think I'm going to go Suzuki only because I don't want our picks to be the same. So I'm going. I think this is going to be the one that sneaks through, and we get Suzuki winning.
All right, let's try this.
I like how sneaky you're being with this.
I'll let you know. All right, let's try this.
Camera 1, right. Camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. Oh, there you are.
Hey, there we go. That's better.
There we go. Now you feel more at home, don't you?
Something like that. Something like that. Oh man!
Right. Until your internet cracks out again.
Well, we better hurry through these picks then. All right, you got Suzuki. I've got Fatu. They love Jacob Fatu in MLW. That's
they do. They do. But I'll take Suzuki. I'll go. I'll go from the other side. Rocky Romero is going to be on the show. He's representing CMLL, facing off against Akira. Romero's had a very good run as of late on like wrestling in CMLL and doing some of these indie matches. Like they've been very sneaky good, no pun intended.
Isn't he on Collision or wasn't they on Rampage? One of the two this week.
He's on Rampage this week, facing off against Mystico.
Yeah, I think that was last actually.
I think it's this upcoming week.
Oh, even better. We'll have to get that out. Yeah. But yeah, he's been on a run, and I love it. I love seeing promotions partner with other promotions and work things out and make things happen and talent swap. I'm all for that in wrestling.
Yeah.
So too. give me if I have to pick, give me Rocky Romero.
That's who I got.
Is that who you got? Oh, look at us. We're getting along.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're best friends.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh.
Yay.
What if a hand would have snuck through the other side?
Comes up the other way. Like, what the hell?
You're like, oh, how did you do that? I got the internet fixed. It's even better now.
The MLW.
I got that NG speed. I can go through screens.
Damn, your hand just goes
MLW
right through and out to yours. MLW Women's World Featherweight title will be defended. Delmi XO is facing off against the Phantom Challenger, so we do not know who she is facing off against.
Oh, I hate those because it's like, who is it? Who's it gonna be? Who they got coming in? Who do you think it'll be?
Mercedes Moné. No, I don't actually think.
Oh, that'd be crazy, dude.
It will not be her. But that's the thing. I mean, when it comes to something like this, like, you know who
options are endless.
It's not feasible because of the locations, and she has a match tonight. But like Steph DeLander, that's who I would bring in for something like that. Yeah. You've already gotten.
Is she back? Is she back in the mix?
She's wrestling GCW tonight.
Okay, so she's back because I know that we talked to Kyle Davis on Thursday about because Cardona's coming to NWA, and I asked if he's bringing Steph. Mm-hmm. She said she was hurt. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, she's cleared to wrestle tonight. Hopefully. What's up, Lawrence?
Hey, Lawrence.
Lawrence, our legal expertise.
Without him, we are up Schitt's Creek. So
are you taking the Phantom Challenger, or are you taking Delmi?
I will. Jeez, because like in some.
How do you decide exactly? I'm going to take XL.
Okay, I'll take the Phantom Challenger. I sure.
Oh, what if it's Becca, Mega Star Becca?
It could be, like under a mask. Oh,
I don't know.
I'm not huge into the Phantom Challenger bit. Just not my jam.
With the MLW, you literally never know because it's so.
Like You would think it should be
All
someone
right.
very
Spit out.
established. But... What's that?
I didn't say nothing.
No, I heard something, but
nothing.
your video is choppy.
If hearing
and you're
things.
frozen. You look like
Again?
You look like I'm watching a video on Real Player in 1998.
Yes, I am.
So
I'm just gonna go back to old reliable.
yeah. Sorry,
All right.
buddy.
We're just gonna go back to this. It's all right. See ya. I'll be back.
Apparently, someone is hacking Pluggo. I don't understand the internet connection down where he is because he's having a rough go today. Like, poor guy. So he will be back right away. We will continue on. We still got to preview the GCW show tonight. There he is. There he is. Oh, hello, Mrs. Pluggo.
Well, she's not camera shy anymore since she went to Fastlane.
Yeah, she's all about it, eh?
She's all about this limelight now.
Yeah.
But before you know it, she's gonna have her own show, the Mrs. Pluggo Variety Hour.
The Mrs. Pluggo extravaganza.
Extravaganza. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just go to the phone for the rest of the show. Blair, you're in charge.
No problem. Do you want me to add your computer one too, so we can have 3 in here? Because it's still there. Like we can just do this.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not good at all. That's terrible. I don't know what's going on today. Too much success, I guess. You know?
Well, Lawrence is saying someone's trying to censor your hot independent wrestling takes.
And now I have to put the warning if you have seizures or epilepsy.
Yeah, this is because the strobe light in your basement.
Jeez. Yeah, somebody is trying to censor my hot wrestling takes. I don't know. Somebody's trying to keep me down.
They're trying to hold you down, man.
But that's all right. We're power through today. I don't know what's going on. I think it's a combination of there's a storm here, and yeah, I don't know, maybe I need to pay the bill.
Is there a hurricane coming through? Come on, that was good.
Yeah, that was good. All right, what were we talking about? So we were talking MLW.
Yeah, we just finished our MLW wrap up, and then we still got GCW to talk about and West Coast Pro.
All right, let's do it. We got
Which you want to do
15
first?
minutes. Let's go West Coast Pro.
West Coast Pro. Okay.
I'm excited for West Coast Pro.
Yeah, me too. Mike Bailey versus Alpha Zoe.
Yes. So when that first got announced, we had tweeted out our banger alert for it, and that was like a month and a half ago. Alpha Zoe just retweeted it yesterday.
I saw that show up. Like I got a notification. I was like,
I thought you had tweeted something, and I was like, oh, no, it's just Alpha Zoe. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Every time Mike Bailey wrestles, I'm excited. But Alpha Zoe, I really enjoy Alpha Zoe a lot. I think he's one of those up and coming guys that I think we need to watch out for.
yeah, when you see what Bailey's done this year, or even the past couple of years, like the matches that he's had, and then you're seeing the rising of Alpha Zoe because he's turned into must-see TV now. Like when he has a match announced, you're going out of your way to watch it. That's just what where he's at. So having those two in the ring, these two are going to deliver.
Yes, sir.
We have an 8-person tag match, and watch as I butcher these names, with Chikayo Nagashima, Johnny Robbie, Rachel Ellering, and Unagi Sayaka versus Magenta, which is Maria and Riko Kawahara, Mio Mono, and Sandra Moon. So, full disclosure, I am not familiar with 3/4 of the wrestlers in this match. I do know
full exposure.
Full disclosure. I do know though that Sandra Moon and Rachel Ellering are absolutely incredible. Yep. Johnny Robbie is fantastic. So I have no doubt that this match is going to be incredible. I think the West Coast Pro fans are in for a treat.
Yes.
Jaya Jewel, a West Coast Pro staple, is facing off against Brian Keith. This has to be Joel's biggest challenge to date because Brian Keith is on an absolute heater as of late.
Got my signed Brian Keith card right here.
Heck yeah. Let's see it. Let's see it. Put it up closer.
Oh. I'm having trouble because I don't know where the phone can. There it is. It's
buddy.
Yeah, dude. I bought that on Friday. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's solid.
Team Brian Keith forever.
So he at the Defy show he wrestled Masato Tanaka last night.
Oh,
so
he's on a run. He's on a run.
Tanaka last night, Jai Jewel tonight. I think Jewel's in for a long day at the office tonight. I'll tell you that much.
Got to pack a lunch. It'll be a long day.
Oh, is it ever? Because when Brian Keith gets started, he finishes the job. Funny enough, his opponent last night at Defy was Masato Tanaka. Masato Tanaka is facing Vinny and Masaru on the show tonight. So if you want to watch two guys just beat the crap out of each other, there's a lot
of just beat the crap out of each other matches going on this week.
There is.
There's a lot of hoss fights, as they say.
You know what? We are all we need is an independent show running called Fall Beatings, and we are set.
Just big meaty men slapping meat.
Yeah.
West Coast Pro presents big meaty men slapping meat.
Yeah, you might as well. With Tanaka and
just all heavyweights who just brawl. Just a brawl for all, but not a brawl for all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A brawl out without the brawling out.
Yeah, not a shoot fight feel, but that would be great.
Yeah,
which I'm glad to see, and I love all styles of professional wrestling, and you get all styles on the independent scene, but I'm super excited to see the big meaty men thing making a resurgence where it's you can enjoy two guys that don't do twists and flips and all sorts of crazy stuff and still have a good time because they just beat the crap out of each other. Not that I don't love the Jack Cartwheels and things of the world. That's awesome too, but it is nice to see people not crapping all over just two guys beating each other up now. Because they got a bad rap for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's they're not doing this technical wrestling stuff. They don't have it's still a good story.
Mm-hmm. I think what I like about it is that you're getting matchups. I don't think anyone imagined we'd ever get a Masato Tanaka versus Vinny Masaru match,
right? And
that's what I like. These are. I don't want to say it's a dream match, but it's so unexpected that it gets announced, and you're like, yeah, I want to see that.
Yep.
They found their hook, and they're bringing you in with it.
I want to see who falls down first.
Yeah, no kidding. And then the main event tonight is the West Coast Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title. Starboy Charlie challenging Titus Alexander.
Ooh, that'll be good.
Yes, Titus has had a hell of a run as champion.
Mm-hmm.
He had a draw with Daniel Garcia last month. He beat Vinny Masaru in the summertime. Mm-hmm. He is really having a good go as of late.
He had a really good one with Nick Wayne before Nick Wayne's last West Coast Pro show.
Yes, he did.
Which, by the way, did I see correctly that that Oliver and Nick Wayne have officially kind of split up? Because I saw Jordan Oliver tweeted out that no, thank you, we're always going to be brothers. Has it come to an end?
That was the vibe I got at the last GCW show I watched after their match. I guess that was the one against Alec Price and.
God, I know who you're talking about. Price and Radrick.
Yeah. Alex Price and Cole Radrick. That was the vibe I got. They kind of, they're taking off their wrist tape and stuff. So
yeah, I saw the tweet because I think Nick Wayne he's AEW all the way through and through now, and his independent dates are going to be less and less and less. So they had a hell of a run.
So Bebe saying he went to Bayou Independent Wrestling last Saturday. They're in Arkansas. Even saw one of my AEW Dark favorites. Fun show. Bebe, nice. Who was it that you saw? Yeah. I'm very curious. Who? And Lawrence Cartier, the incomparable, saying that he think he's done GCW.
Yeah, I think he's done GCW.
Yeah, that was the vibe I got.
I would have loved to see them sneak in a Jordan Oliver Nick Wayne match and kind of do it that way, but they want to go the respectable, classy, just end it on a high note route. That's fine too.
I like it for the sole fact that you can just have them split like this and always run back the Nick Wayne, show him back up. You think they're friends, he turns on him, kind of thing. Like
Yeah, you could do that.
There's options with
That's
it,
why I keep you around, Blair. That's a good idea.
Bringing the brains with this one.
All right. So what we got left? We got GCW's Blood on the Hills 2 tonight, late night action.
Yes, that is what we have.
To finish out the day.
I'll punch up the card here.
Get it? Punch
All
right. Beat the beat up. Beat the beat up.
Yeah. Mark, stop.
Stop.
For
Did
GCW,
you really need to do 3 pizza cutters to the face today, Mox? You couldn't have just stuck with 2. Mox.
Stop.
Did you really have to have that extra skewer lodged? Like, did you need 20 of them?
Mark, stop.
Like, he's just like, Renee, yeah, the 3rd pizza cutter really sold the story. He's like trying to explain it.
Long-term storytelling. 3 pizza cutters? Yeah.
All right, we got to get you out of here. We got a hard hour, so let's go. GCW.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes. Tony Deppen versus Jack Cartwheel. I like this matchup because I just like Tony Deppen.
Yeah.
So
nobody likes Tony Deppen.
I like Tony Deppen.
I say that in jest because the man gets booed out of the building.
Yeah,
he flipped a kid's hat off the other night. And that kid gave this classic, just like he got real sad, like because he's a kid, so I don't think he's fully in on the gimmick. And I was just like, Tony Deppen, you a-hole.
I get sad if a wrestler knocks my hat off. I'm like, oh.
He knocked the kid's hat off. The kid was all excited. Then it just like a perfect camera shot. The kid's like, and like he turns to his dad. His dad's like loving it.
Bebe saying he saw Cassandra Golden. She was enhancement talent on Dark, but she's an Arkansas local.
Nice.
So I always remembered her. The matches are way better than I thought they'd be. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like Cassandra Golden. She's good. Dope. Bebe with the scoops.
Yeah. No, I always like hearing who people get to see at shows. So, like, if you're going to a show, you're in the chat, let us know because I mean that's stuff that I always like finding out about, hearing about.
Yes.
Joey Janela versus Santana Jackson. I'm excited for the amount of moonwalking that will happen in this match.
Yeah. Santana Jackson one time was interviewed by our own Zach Ralph here at Love Wrestling. So circle back and see that.
I was unaware. That was before my Love Wrestling time, if I'm not mistaken.
So it's in the old archives, as they say.
Speaking of which, there's lots of great content in the archives. There's lots of great stuff on the Patreon too. So maybe check it out. Just saying.
Yeah, go to patreon.com/lovewrestlingca, and if you have a few extra bucks, you can we got a ton of matches from the Clandestine Society up there, tons of exclusive interviews. You get the first scoops on anything that drops. I've got an interview coming up there with the grand champion Zoe Sager.
Yeah, so there you go. So baby, I'll just I'm going to pop this one in on before we keep going. There is a large group of teenagers coming after their homecoming, and a few ladies seem to really get into it, and I don't think they'd been to a wrestling show before, so it was fun. It's important, like, especially getting new fans into it. So you never know. They go check something like this out next week or next time. Maybe not all of them show up, but maybe one does, and you have a new fan. So that's good.
I went to the Warrior Wrestling show, one of the Warrior Wrestling shows a few shows back, and it was right after it was going on during a prom, because where the venue was, there's like separate little like rooms that they could do things in, like conference areas, and it was just wild to see like this prom kids scene going, what is that? And then just a bunch of like us dirty skeezy wrestling fans just like, kill him, get him, rip his head off. And we're just like, and then there's just prom kids like, what is with these people? It's always a good vibe. Hopefully we turned a couple of them and they became fans.
Jimmy Lloyd facing off against Steph DeLander. I mean, obviously this is if DeLander's clear to wrestle again.
Yes. And then Jimmy Lloyd coming off what I thought was a pretty solid showing against Blake Christian for the GCW World title. So he's got a little beef within the deathmatch King and Queen because they used his music, Cardona's music, to distract him. I think that was more Blake Christian. But yeah. I'm down for Steph DeLander versus Jimmy Lloyd.
And this event's at the Ukrainian Cultural Center in LA, and I always love that venue. So
yes, it's a very cool aesthetic.
Aramis and Ray Horace facing off against Arez and Gringo Loco. So this match will be incredible. This is your spot match.
Don't blink. 10 minutes of just spots.
I'm going to reverse the order of these two matches. GCW World Title match, Blake Christian defending against Paul London. So Paul London making his indie resurgence again. I have no doubt that Blake Christian will defend successfully this championship.
I know Paul London, man. He's making a comeback. I saw him at a Flophouse show a few months back, and then all of a sudden he's all over the place. I think Mike, our buddy Mike from Indy, was on watched a show last week that he was on, or he's at one that was yesterday that Paul London.
I think so.
Yeah. Good for you, Paul London.
Yeah, he's at the next Time Bomb show, so maybe I'll have to go and ask him about his incredible tag team with Brian Kendrick.
Yes.
And this match obviously has changed a little bit with Macizos becoming tag team champions. We have, for the GCW Tag Team Championships, Los Macizos versus Violence is Forever. We had kind of talked about Violence is Forever being positioned as GCW champions because they had defeated Bussy. They're on a bit of a run here. And I mean, what perfect time than now for them to get the big win over Los Macizos.
You think that Los Macizos are transitional champs?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. You know why?
Didn't even stutter.
Cyclope still not telling us what's in the bag, so
he stopped wearing the bag.
Yeah, we call him out on it, and he stopped
wearing it, and then he gets like hurt. Everybody's chanting for him. Then he wins tag gold. So yeah, and then death, taxes, violence is forever. That's the three certainties in life.
Yeah, so I got heat with Cyclope because he's ruined our bit by not bringing out the bag.
At least tell us what was in the bag you wore the last time you wore the bag, Cyclope. I mean, come on, man. Give us something.
At least bring out the Ribera jacket every time, Give us something.
We're hard-hitting journalists here. We want to know what's in the bag.
So it'll be a fun match. I love Violence is Forever. I think they are two of the best in independent wrestling right now. So hopefully I'm excited for them. Hopefully they get the dub tonight. It'll be a great match.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Oof. What a good weekend. What a good card, man. I like that. I like this GCW card, West Coast Pro. Are they going to be running about the same time, or is West Coast on Sunday?
I think they're both Saturday, are they not?
Are they both? Because the West Coast Pro always runs in the West Coast, so it's going to be at 10 o'clock, and then you got GCW at 11, unless West Coast goes on Sunday. Sometimes they go Sunday afternoon.
They're running tonight.
Oh, okay. So yeah, like you'll be if you've got Fight Plus and you've got IWTV, this might be a dual screening kind of night if you're up that late.
So we basically set you up tonight that you can queue up MLW. Yep. Watch that. As soon as that's done, you can either bounce over to GCW or to West Coast Pro,
or to
get a solid 7 hours of wrestling in today.
Yeah.
So you're set. The West Coast Pro show is coming from San Francisco. GCW is coming from LA. So
there you go. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. So,
yeah.
Stretch it out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, watch out! Don't rip those sleeves, man.
I know. I got to cut the sleeves off this bad boy.
He flexes up, and all of a sudden the sleeves pop. That's how we end the show.
I'm not cutting off the sleeves off this hoodie. Don't worry.
Is that Mrs. Pacheco saying, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
she's cutting up hoodies.
She said this is her favorite hoodie. So.
Oh, it'll look even better with the guns out.
I know it would look better with the guns out. Sun's out, guns out, baby. Yeah.
Yes. What a bonkers show.
Yeah. So apologizing for the technical difficulties earlier.
Yes.
Thank you for sticking with us. You can find me. I mean, we're hard out in it tonight, so you can find me everywhere on social media. Grainmaker Wrestling Podcast. Lawrence is going to head to Canadian Tire, then a football game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Canadian Tire.
Yeah. So I'm
get
gonna
you a 4-pack of snow tires.
He's gonna, see how they just have stuff everywhere with no rhyme or reason, because that's what Canadian Tire does. You can find me everywhere. Grainmaker Wrestling Podcast. Just dropped a new episode with Tara Zepp. Next week's episode is with Alex Mays.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was
What?
really
Why didn't you
fun
tell
chat.
me that?
I thought you knew that.
No.
Yeah. So
The
Alex
hell?
Mays, and then I recorded with T.Y. Jackson. So that'll be coming out right before the LPW show.
Oh, I was wondering if you were going to do one of those.
Yeah. So.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So that's that'll be coming out right before LPW 20. And I'll have a bonus episode too, because I recorded a whole bunch of stuff at the last LPW show and haven't released it yet. So that'll come out sometime.
Look at that.
I know.
Yeah. And then we'll have to figure out the times. I think next week it's time for another LPW preview.
Yeah, we'll talk off air and we'll get that figured out this week.
Get that figured out. But we got lots of stuff happening.
Yeah, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at Pluggo _ on Twitter, and then at Pluggo Loves Wrestling on all the other social media outlets. At B2 Beards every Thursday night with the wonderful JPJ. That's where you can find that show page on all social medias. We're right here. We're back. We got Warren Hayes coming on this Thursday to talk the PWI Women's 250s dropping Wednesday. He's going to come on Thursday and chat about it with JPJ. I might not be there. I'm not sure yet. I have a football game to attend. So if it gets out in time, I will make an appearance on my own show. But yes, that's where you can find me. And then I talked to, like I said earlier, to Zoe Sager, the LPW Grand Champion for the LPW show. That is exclusive on Patreon.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to talk about next week because I have to shoot work a lot earlier than this, so we'll figure it out. But then I'm good for the next few weeks, so it's just how
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But so that is us for this week. Thank you for watching. For my good friend Pluggo and myself, you have all been consensually exposed. Peace in the streets.
I love that.